A wounded veteran from Rock Island still feels elated after what he calls one of the greatest honors of his life. Leo Kaalberg was a special guest at last week's State of the Union address. Our Quad City Sharon Wren reports the experience left a lasting impression on him.
My favorite food is probably spaghetti. Big spaghetti fan.
Many of you know Leo, Doc, Kaalberg, for his love of food and his Facebook page, Out to Eat with Leo.
So he nearly lost his life twice serving our country.
Kaalberg is also a retired Army sergeant serving 4 tours in Iraq as a combat medic in the 1st Infantry Division. Last week, he was Representative Eric Sorensen's special guest to see President Biden give his State of the Union address in Washington, D.C.
And he kind of sprung the question on me after about an hour of talking. It was kind of just like, hey, would you be my guest for the State of the Union? And it really blew me away.
Kaalberg is a wounded veteran, having earned the Purple Heart twice.
We were on a patrol, and the back left side of the Humvee, which is where I was sitting, was hit by an IED. I disabled our vehicle, and then an RPG came through my door, and that tore my helmet off and left a lot of shrapnel on the left side of my face and my shoulder.
That incident forced him to retire from the Army, but his work with veterans continues, helping those facing the same battles he did. I
knew the map, I knew the route, I knew all the systems they needed to be in, and I just continued that. I've done it on my own for quite some time, but I don't look at it as a job or anything like that. I'm helping my brothers and my sisters get the care they need.
His efforts were recognized by Representative Sorensen, leading to a long conversation and then the big invitation. It was Kaalberg's first time in our nation's capital. He says being inside the Capitol for the speech was surreal.
Looking down on all of the, because I was up in I was in the top row section, nosebleed section, I guess. Looking down, it's kind of the way that the senators held themselves was a real surprise to me. Not a good one, but you know, it's we're living in a very polarized time.
Kaalberg hopes Washington lawmakers do better to help those who fight for their country and need help when they get home.
One of the biggest things that veterans don't have is access to consistent mental health care. I've had 14 different mental therapists in the last 2 years, and having to relive all of my trauma, all the things that I've gone through, every single time I get a new counselor, that keeps me from going back to that.
For our Quad Cities News, I'm Sharon Wren.